I got a couple questions on some Spotify alternatives and aggregate what I found here. And I also need artists to weigh in because you guys are more of the experts on this stuff. So if I have anything wrong, please let me know. So just a little background on Spotify because it's come back up again because they apparently are playing Ice Cube ads. And this is a reminder that this is one of those boycotts. It's not short term because it's more than that. What is it about? One of their executives investing in military drones. Do not have money to pay for artists, but have money for tools of oppression. What does that sound like? AI. Not only do they have a bunch of AI slop currently in their playlists that detracts from actual artists, they have agreements with record labels in paying for more AI creations, which is based off of what? Real artists, but who's getting paid? Not the real artist. Cool. Oh, and just another dig. You know the Spotify Wrapped? It used to be like an email, and then it became this really like cool digital thing that they did, and then it got really sucky because they let AI run it. Apparently, the idea was from an intern, a black intern. They took that idea and ran with it. Of course, they're saying it was already in the works, because they're trustworthy. All right, as for the options, I'm going to put in somebody else's work here that kind of looks at the comparison of pay per stream rates. Here's the thing. My understanding is pay per stream is a little bit of a misnomer because what they take is they take all the like monthly service fees that they charge and they aggregate it's like a pool of money and then they look at overall streams and then disperse it that way. The reason it gets a little bit funky, and this is where I overthink it, is if there is an artist that we listen to, right? It's 10,000 Rats, it's Bruce Leroy, it's Liv. Do you see what I did there? Cool. If we are like 10 people listening to it and we're all on disparate streaming, they don't have that actual percentage, right? That percentage is now split up against a bunch of streaming apps. So I decided Tidal because there was a lot more users there. So I wanted to kind of pool it with others to sort of bump up the percentage. But I think at this point, it's what makes the most sense for you and that it's not Spotify. Okay, quick little update. That graph that I got from a Substack, and I'll put the link here, I guess, also has some really good updates in the body of the article where it talks about who owns what. So, for example, Tidal was founded by Jay-Z, but now I think owned by Block. Block does a lot of like lobbying, things like that. So it's worth digging into the individual ones to see where's your money going and if that's where you want it to go. And I know Spotify also had the podcasts and audiobooks. I'm still looking at options for podcasts, but for audiobooks, Libro FM, I'm switching to that.